It can only be attributable to human error.
You're entering paranormal.
He meddled in things that you keep the He meddled in things. He meddled in things.
Where will we go next? It's a phantom from another time.
No one, Mr. Mulder.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
That is one big pile of shit.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Kaiju. Across from me,
Eli Watson.
off to the side,
Stephen Myers.
and we are
Cryptid Campfire.
And we welcome you to another edition of Tall Tales.
Oh, yeah.
And today we got a pretty good tall tale.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Take it away, Stefarino.
Talking about the jackalope.
Yes.
The Jackalope.
A jackalope is a fearsome critter, described as a jackrabbit with antelope horns.
And it's got a thirst for blood.
Yes.
And they're crazy fast.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is true.
In speed and in bed.
You blink, they're gone.
Yeah. But I guess what I would like to cover before we get to the actual jackalope, the American jackalope.
Mm-hmm. The Americanization.
Of the jackalope.
We'll go over to Europe for a bit.
We'll go over to Europe, kind of talk about how far this tradition stretches back of horned hares.
Hornet. Yes.
Yeah, so I guess the most similar creature is the Wolpertinger of Bavarian
it is.
legend. So, I mean, that's just like...
Did you see the paintings?
No, I didn't.
There's some paintings. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're the ones where they're like, they half bird too, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Really?
So it's like a rabbit head. It's got the horns, but it's got like bird feet and a bird tail.
Oh, wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Little
And
mix
he's
and
friends
match.
with the totzelworm?
He is
probably.
eating the tatsuworm.
Oh, he eats the totzelworm?
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty metal, dude.
Imagine these two just disgusting chimeras
But,
fighting on the top of the mountain of the Alps. There's like the guy with the big horn, the Ricola guy. Ricola! I think gets attacked by the tatsuworm. And
we gotta break out the holy hand
Wolpertinger-
grenade.
So a 13th century Persian work includes a horned hare as well, but this time with a single horn like a unicorn.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Goes back even farther than that, though.
I was going to say it was Persian.
Persian.
Imagine in 300, instead of the giant, they bring out the unicorn bunny.
Xerxes is just a huge bunny with a giant horn.
With a bunch of piercings everywhere.
Oh.
We will slay you, beast.
Oh my god.
And, like, on top of that, too, in, like, Central and South America, there's, like, some weird connections between rabbits and deers.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
the folklore is crazy,
Yeah,
right?
the Aztecs, like, considered them cousins.
Mm-hmm.
And even the Huichol people of, like, southern Mexico, they have... One of their legends is that the deer actually got its antlers from the rabbit.
Yeah, I was
Like,
reading about
it,
that.
like, passed on, which
It-
is, like, pretty radical.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, like, why? Like, why would you ever think that?
The rabbits had the horns. They're like, you know what, deer? You have them too.
Yeah.
Have some fun.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's just, like, weird to think, like, almost every culture has, like, had rabbits with horns, which is just weird to think about.
Oh, it's a good image.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
cool,
it looks
yeah.
cool. I feel like the horns would weigh their tiny little heads down.
Yeah. Tiny little heads down.
Although
They're not. They're like, some of them are big. Like the jackrabbits, like, can be
have
big,
you-
but they're
have
not
you
that
seen-
big.
Have you seen the big giant rabbits? Like the Finnish giants?
Yeah, the big ones.
They're
yeah.
like 20 feet. Oh, no, they're
I was
20.
like, what?
Dude,
They're like 20 pounds.
Yeah.
20 feet.
Yeah,
They're like the size of small dogs.
Mhm.
Like
Okay.
you have to like carry them with two hands.
Well, because there's two types. There's the rabbits.
Okay.
And then the mega rabbits, which are 20 feet tall giants that roam the countryside, taking bites out of carrots and people alike.
Remember the ones that lived on the high Brazil?
Yeah, with the magician.
Yeah, with the magician. Here you go, Stiffy Myers.
Whoa.
Yeah, the
And just, like,
Flemish
scroll
giant.
through. Yeah, the Flemish giant.
Aren't they? Oh, a Pokemon card.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy too? You know, because I always make that joke. Oh, there's two types of animals. There's the normal kind and the giant kind. Well, It also goes for geography.
Dude, is this a borax, man?
Oh no, it's the Borax Bunny Man.
But you said that's the Aztecs?
Yeah, well, that was the one about the deer getting the horns.
Yeah.
That was the Huichol people in southern Mexico.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
there's Brazil, normal Brazil, and then high Brazil, baby.
With giant rabbits and
Giant
magicians.
rabbits, magicians, and it's 420 all year round. Because it's surrounded by a thick mist of white clouds.
Yeah. But, Stefan, you had something about real jackalopes.
Yeah, I was reading that there. Well, I
there
got
are real rabbits with horns, huh?
apparently I got a little thing that said European hares are known to carry a virus for fibromatous diseases, and it kind of led me. There's a term for it. It's shot papilloma or papilloma, either way.
Either way.
But it's a cancer that causes bumps to grow from an animal's head, and it's spread through the bite of a blood-sucking insect.
Oh, wild. So, like,
So they would
mosquitoes.
grow horn-type things. Like, most of the time, if you look at the photos
Yeah.
or, like, the drawings that they did, most
Yeah.
of them were, like, two on their head.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy. That's like a cancer. And It's
Yeah.
like eating away at them, but, like, they would sprout all over their body.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen, like, pictures where it's, like, growing on their bottom lip or whatever, and just kind of, like, it stops them from eating, so they just starve to death, which is just crazy. But
So
did you read about if humans get the same thing, it gives you brain cancer?
Really?
Yeah. But, like, rabbits' bodies process it differently, so it just comes
Oh.
out as, like,
A big horn.
Just
Horn,
protrudes
yeah.
instead of stays.
yeah. So, but, like,
nuts.
if you get it as a person.
Your head turns into a big mushroom. And you start clicking around like in Last of Us.
What?
You ever play it?
No.
Well, everyone, this is the part of the show where Alex has a controversial opinion.
Okay.
But I don't think The Last of Us is really that good. Everyone goes around saying it's the best video game that's ever made. I think it's just okay.
Yeah, well, we all know the real best game ever made, which is Red Dead Redemption 2.
But because you're talking about the bite of some kind of bug or something gives you the virus. There's insects where they get a fungus that turns them into
the ants.
zombies. The
You've seen the
ants.
ants, and
Yeah.
they
And they crawl up high and they get eaten by a bird, and the virus goes into the bird. The
Yeah.
bird poops it out and it starts all over again.
It's just a cycle. Yeah, I've read about that.
Yeah, that Last of Us is like, well, what if it went to man? And
Oh,
man
okay.
got like fungus and their heads like explode into like mushrooms.
Oh,
Interesting.
wild.
Yeah,
So,
Well, thank you for explaining that.
oh, you're welcome.
definitely read about that.
Isn't it wild?
Yeah, the photos are crazy.
Ooh, yeah, like creepy zombie
Dude.
ants, and then some. There's a fungus in snails that makes their eyes swell, and it looks like red and green candy canes.
Ah,
And it's like a weird virus, like parasite that lives in their eyes, and it controls their brain.
Oh, wild. That's pretty.
nuts. Venom.
We are one.
But back to the jackalope and
Let's get
some of
back
this
to it.
crazy mythology. Because we're done with Europe.
Okay.
We're done with the Middle East now. We're going to good old America.
I said, no, thank you, Latin. You're dead to me.
Yeah. So, according to the Cryptid Wiki, it is known as the warrior rabbit and has a Latin name of Lepus temperamentalis. But I also got a different Latin name according to regular Wikipedia.
Oh.
And I think I also read a different Latin name.
Is it Carnutus?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, on yours. Yeah, yours. That one.
Lepus Carnutus?
Yeah,
that
I'm
sounds
not sure where
scary.
everyone's getting all these Latin names from.
I don't know.
Semper Fi Tyrannus.
Always faithful, terrible lizard. So I got one piece of folklore from Wired.com that apparently in the 1800s in Wyoming, when the cowboys would be out there singing to the cattle,
Oh, yeah.
just as it was getting dark
Dude.
before the thunderstorm, they would hear their song repeated back to them. And that was the call of the jackalope.
Apparently, you can mimic
Yeah,
voices.
some
Yeah.
mimicry going on.
Isn't
But
it?
only before thunderstorms.
That's when they get it on.
No, they only get it on when lightning strikes.
Oh.
So like lightning quick.
Very slim. That's
Yeah.
why they're so rare. They only mate when a thunder strikes.
They're very Jackrabbit slim.
Yeah, so I don't know, dude. It's
But
kinda
that's
like,
crazy. Just like a bunch of cowboys out there, and they're just singing whatever cowboys sing.
Yeah.
And you hear it come back to you in the middle of nowhere, but like in I think
But, like,
a tenor
perfectly?
voice, right? Or what if it was off? What if it was like
Uh.
off key and had like weird like squeals in it?
I
and
don't
stuff?
like it.
Yeah.
It said it like mimicked like the human voice.
Yeah, because I don't know. See, only according to this one website did it say they can only do that before thunderstorms.
Mm-hmm.
But because like according to other websites, like if you were chasing one, it could like mimic, like say me and Stefan were looking for one, and I was chasing after it. It could mimic Stefan's voice and be like, "Oh, it's over here,"
Mm-hmm.
and I would go the other way, and it would just get away.
That's crazy.
Or
Yeah.
sneak up behind you.
Yeah,
No, but I got
weird.
one of the like its only weakness. Did you get that?
What is it?
The lifeblood of the cowboys themselves.
What?
Good old whiskey.
There you go.
They said
Yeah.
they would lure it in with whiskey and they would drink it and make it slow, and that's how they would capture them
They get it drunk.
and get their milk. Because I read that the milk had healing properties and it was all for an aphrodisiac.
Yeah,
Yeah, apparently.
that's why it's called the horny rabbit.
The horny. Oh yeah.
Not because of the horns on its head, but because its milk is an aphrodisiac.
Uh-oh. Cryptid Campfire After Dark. But apparently you can milk a jackrabbit.
Yeah.
Jackrabbit.
Yeah.
Jackrabbit.
Pretty
Jackalope.
nice.
Jackalope.
And a jackrabbit.
Yeah. Apparently
It's-
places like claim to sell it.
Yeah.
Too. Did you read about that?
Really? Jackalope milk?
Yeah. People like sell it.
Whoa, dude, yeah.
You know what's crazy too? Is so at the time of this recording, the Oscars have not hit yet.
Sure.
But Oscar buzz is in the air.
It's going crazy.
And, you know, there was a little movie came out. I don't know if you heard of it. It's kind of a short movie, too. You sit down in one sitting. The Irishman.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Yo-Yo Rabbit.
But there's Irishman, and Robert De Niro's in it, you know?
Sure.
And I think he's nominated, possibly, right?
Sure.
You gotta nominate De Niro for an
I don't think they
Oscar.
did.
Oh, they snubbed him?
Yeah, I don't think they did.
But you know what should have got him the Oscar?
Frankenstein.
Well, of course, I am the Frankenstein monster walking here.
Hey.
But it should have been a little movie we like to call Meet the Fockers.
Okay.
I got nipples, Focker. Can you milk me?
That's what this.
All of this just to get to that.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Because
anyway.
I wrote down in my notes.
Can you
They
milk
can
me?
be milked apparently. Quote Robert De Niro.
Cool. Yeah, that's hilarious. Well, are we going to 1932 now?
Hold on, wait. I got a couple more things.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No, it's okay. So according to legendsofamerica.com, the jackalope was also a mix between an extinct pygmy deer and a jackrabbit. I'm not sure how two separate species like mate like that, but
And somehow the only characteristic from the deer that the rabbit gets is the antlers.
well, here's the funny thing about the antlers, because the antlers, we always say they're antelope antlers, but they're not.
Yeah, they're not.
They're pronghorn antlers, and I didn't know the difference, so I looked it up, and it's true. Like, the antelope antlers are just, like, straight. And the pronghorns have the cool, like, ridges that we always think of when we
Like-
think...
And they're like curved, right?
yeah, they're curved, too, yeah.
They're like reindeer.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, pretty
So-
much. That's what they look like.
Yeah, it's so, I don't know, pretty weird that the word jackalope is a mix.
When it wasn't Jackhorn.
Jackhorn.
Come on,
yeah.
look at the horny rabbit.
Also, I don't know if we talked about it, about how fast it can run, up to 90 miles an hour.
Oh,
I got 150. I'm just kidding.
I think that makes it like the fastest creature on Earth,
Dude,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, like,
especially with the horns.
That's
it
crazy,
just
yeah.
runs so fast. It's like
Yeah.
a speeding
Oh, my-
bullet.
yeah, people say, according to some people in Douglas, Wyoming, It's recommended that if you're gonna go hunt a jackalope, you have to wear stovepipes in your pant legs to keep from getting like gored by them.
Yeah,
So he
and
doesn't,
plus
like-
they jump too.
Yeah, right in your face,
You
dude.
gotta be careful, dude.
At
Stay away
90
from
miles
those
an
things.
hour, dude.
You gotta like hope your like judo skills come in handy, dude.
Catch a jackalope.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean,
So
Yeah.
I also have one more little fact before we jump to 1932.
awesome.
And that's the first white man to have reportedly seen a jackalope was named John Coulter in the state of Wyoming. That's where he saw it.
Okay.
That's right.
And he was a member of the Lewis and Clark expedition. He was like a really good hunter, and so they always like sent him ahead to go like hunt stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then,
And
And then he
I
never
could-
came back. I'm just kidding.
and then they found his body upside down, hanging from the trees
I also read
by
that.
antlers.
Oh, jeez. I also read that his like weekly wages were $5.
Whoa.
For back then?
1803, yeah.
He's like a just like some millionaire hunting guy walking around, just like this is a strange
He's making
new
the
world.
buku bucks
The
doing
buku
that,
bucks
dude.
making
I mean, he
$5.
is taking risks going ahead of everybody.
Oh yeah.
They
Homie could have like died.
Yeah, dude, they were charting that
There-
stuff,
there
dude. They had no idea what was over there.
It could have been a dragon.
Yeah, I think they were secretly hoping there was.
Oh. So yeah, that takes us to 1932.
Did you get that?
What? No. Oh, is it about
Well,
the
I
brothers?
guess,
Yeah, the
I
brothers.
guess, wait, I should say this, though. The city of Douglas, Wyoming is the jackalope capital of America, and they claim that the first sighting of a jackalope was there in 1829.
Okay.
So that would be after John Coulter saw it,
Oh yeah.
like by almost 30 years.
Maybe he didn't say anything until afterwards.
He's like, wait, I saw one of those.
But wait,
But wait.
it's too late.
So that takes us to
John Coulter,
1932.
it's too late.
It was the two brothers,
The two
right?
brothers.
Two
correct.
bros.
And their last names were Douglas, right? I
Yeah.
think?
Yes.
What was their names?
No, their last
No,
name.
sorry. One of the brothers' name is Douglas.
Oh.
Douglas
Oh,
Herrick and Ralph
Douglas.
Herrick.
Oh, okay,
Ralph
that's
and
right.
Douglas, yeah.
And
And
then
Yeah.
they go hunting in the woods.
to find.
The one and only jackalope.
No, they were hunting jackrabbits.
Oh, and then the jackrabbits fought back. They grew horns and gored them to death.
But I just got that they went hunting, they killed a jackrabbit, were on their way home from the hunting trip,
Yeah.
and they stopped at their family's taxidermy shop. And they went in, just tossed the jackrabbit aside, and went about their business. And then Douglas, I believe, is the
Yeah.
one that turned and saw, and the rabbit, which I thought was kind of pretty messed up, that he would just like toss it. He wouldn't like set it on a table or anything.
Right.
He just shoved it. Like I'm like, they're probably gonna eat it. Like he just shoved it on the ground.
He kicked open the door. Incoming.
let me put this in perspective for you, because
He's tenderizing the meat.
well, Douglas Herrick was born in 1920, and this story takes place in 1932, so he was 12.
Oh,
So
Okay.
he was a
yeah, you know, it
snot-nosed
kind of
little
makes
kid.
more sense that he just.
I didn't
kinda-
get their age. I
Yeah,
had that.
yeah.
I figured
figured
since they were hunting, they were like
No, yeah.
teenagers.
I
early
pictured
adults.
like grown like 30-year-old men with
No,
big beards,
no.
big lumberjacks out hunting for
Yeah.
the.
He went to go play with his jacks. Threw the rabbit, go grab his jacks. But I got that when he came back, he saw the rabbit was lying next to some deer antlers, and he had a brilliant idea to combine the two.
Combine the two. So at first he gave it wings. No, I'm joking.
He said that gives me an idea. Then he put wings on it.
But yeah, and then that's
They sold.
they started making them
Yeah.
and sold. The first one they sold was $10 to a guy named Roy Ball, who displayed it at Douglas's Labont Hotel,
yeah.
Is that
and it was
crazy?
actually stolen in 1977.
One of the stories I got, it said they did it in I think the year of the first sighting, so it was confusing me. One of
Oh,
the
really?
sites said that they sold it to one of the hotels that year, and it was Leroy Ball, which made me laugh because the other story was Roy Ball. Like,
Wait, what year did it get
it's been
stolen?
passed down from generation to
1977.
generation.
77.
So the year Star Wars came
Came
out,
out is-
someone was like, "That jackalope on that wall is mine."
I need it.
Someone came out of Star Wars was like, I have forever been changed by what movies could be.
They're laying on their
I
ho-
need that jackalope.
They're like laying on their hotel bed, like I know what needs to be done. Stealth mission.
Seriously though, that kind of makes me sad because going into this, I was like, I knew it was all taxidermy, so I was like, dude, where's the first one at? And it's gone.
It's
Yeah.
Someone
stolen.
stole it.
Just
That
like
was
the,
a landmark.
It was, dude.
Just
That
like
was
the
truly
Fiji
a landmark.
mermaid. The first ever Fiji mermaid.
Yeah,
just someone
dude.
stole it.
But I don't know if you guys got anything about the town of Douglas.
Only
But-
that they're crazy.
Just that it's covered in Douglas firs.
Dude, they're cuckoo for jackalopes.
Yeah.
So, the Chamber of Commerce in Douglas, they issue jackalope hunting licenses to tourists.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's good for jackalope hunting season, which only occurs on one day, on June 31st.
Oh, it's June 31st, right?
Which doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But not only that, it occurs on June 31st at between the hours of midnight and 2 a.m.
So good luck.
But also, in order to obtain it, you
Happy
need
hunting.
an IQ of over 50, but not over 72.
Oh. Sure, a lot of people who qualify for that nowadays.
It says thousands have
Yeah.
been sold. So
I think I was reading that he was one of the, I think the mayor or something was trying to make a Jackalope Day. Did you get that?
Oh, it is a thing.
Okay, they
the
made it.
Jackalope Day,
Okay.
yeah. It's sometime in June.
It's the 31st again.
Yeah, right.
It's a paid-off holiday.
yeah, I was
February
reading-
29.
There's a mini monster truck obstacle course, mud volleyball tournament, motorcycle show, rally, and a greased pig run.
They
Whoa.
truly are cuckoo.
All on like Jackalope Day. Not only that, they in 1965 they created a 8-foot tall statue of a jackalope in downtown Douglas, and it's still there. And I guess I
Does
was
it have a big sculpted butt like the Mothman?
Yeah.
yeah.
Or the Yeti action figure you got.
yeah, that's right.
Dummy thick.
Dummy thing, dude.
They're huge.
Well-
They're shredded.
Man, they got it going on.
Well, according to I was also reading that they're trying to like build a larger fiberglass jackalope statue that's gonna be over 80 feet tall. I don't know what this town's
just giant
they're just like
monstrosity.
really going at the jackalope.
You know,
thing.
it's like, have you guys seen that statue of a horse? It's like at some airport.
No.
It's like this big giant metal horse that they built around this airport,
Okay.
and it gets struck by lightning every so often because it's this big giant. But I think it was built to like, you know, take the blow and absorb it into the ground. So
Okay.
I think it acts kind of like
Somebody's posing with a photo during a storm.
Well, what's crazy is it killed the guy who sculpted it.
Oh,
no.
my
On
god.
like the day they made it, it just was like, it like fell forward on him.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not even
no.
landing. Oh my god.
And they're like, whoop, and they picked it back up.
Oh, he just
my
got
God.
crushed by his own creation.
Wiped off the guts a little bit.
Ah.
Oh no,
Got a new champagne bottle. Probably fell over again. Killed the next
Oh
guy.
my god, dude.
dude. But the what are their names? The Herricks. They don't make those jackalope taxidermy things anymore. Some other guy does.
Oh, they passed it down. Passed the
Yeah,
torch.
this guy named Frank English of Rapid City, South Dakota.
And he's currently doing this?
It says he's made and has sold thousands of them, of like taxidermy
Link his
jackalopes.
Instagram, dude.
Yeah. I don't know, because he retired from the Air Force in 1981, and
Okay.
that's when he started it. So I don't know, he might be done making them. But I
He's
also,
only
It's
just
time for us to
getting-
take up the mantle.
he was
Yeah.
selling them for like $150.
Oh, so Steve.
I'm sure it takes a
Also,
lot of time.
You know what's crazy about it though is that outdoor like sportswear, not sportswear, but like they make like camping gear and like hunting gear, Cabela's.
Yeah.
This guy Frank English was the only person who supplied jackalopes to that company.
Whoa.
So I'm assuming in their stores they have like jackalopes up.
Yeah,
on the
because they
wall.
have animals like on display
Do
in the
they?
store. Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy Frank English is the only guy.
Where's
who
the
sold it.
closest Cabela's? We
I
should
did-
go.
yeah,
we
that's-
should go pay tribute.
You know, I got my dad
Take a
a
knee.
knife from Cabela's for
Cabela's is
Christmas.
cool. We gotta
Yeah.
go to Bass Pro Shop too.
I know, dude.
Ooh.
Anyways, yeah, and we already talked about explanations.
Yeah, I mean, I got a pop culture reference.
Oh.
Well, what'd you get, dude?
My favorite Pixar short, actually.
Boundin'.
Boundin',
Yeah,
yeah.
Dude, that's a good one.
That's
yeah.
the one. I think it played before Monsters Inc.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But that's my favorite Pixar short they ever made. But yeah, it's a jackalope. When I
Yeah.
was reading about this, I was like, oh my god, it's a jackalope.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah. He's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Yeah,
He's not scary. He's a good guy.
He's just bounding.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
bounding.
dude.
He teaches that sheep how to bound,
I
dude. Changes
remember
his life.
Seeing that, I was just like, this is awesome. I've always thought about that. That's crazy. I almost
Check
have
it
the
out
same,
on Disney
like,
Plus.
is it on there?
Yeah, they have all the Pixar shorts on
Pixar
there.
Oh, yeah,
But I
dude.
have that Blu-ray of the Pixar shorts.
And it's
that's
got
on there.
bounding
Yeah,
on
of
there?
course.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, bounding, dude.
I also got a couple other pop culture references.
Besides Cabela's.
Yeah. And bounding. But Scooby-Doo and the Alien Space Invaders.
Okay.
That one's a pretty cool one. But they have aliens in there, but the Scooby-Doo and Shaggy see a jackalope at one point.
Oh.
Just like there. So that's why I've always kind of associated jackalopes and aliens together because of that. But there is no connection, really.
Like Scoob.
Oh, we're going to do that.
Also, going back to Red Dead Redemption,
Oh.
in the first game, you can actually find and kill jackalopes.
Mhm.
And I did, actually.
I think it's one of the legendary creatures, right?
How did it taste?
I don't know.
Tasted like 62.8 big gigabyte pixels. You know what's crazy is
What's that?
in 1986, a U.S. Senator James Abnor gave a stuffed jackalope head to no other but Ronald Reagan.
What?
I thought you were going to say Jimmy Stewart. I'm like, yeah!
Yeah, because Ronald Reagan was into the jackalope thing, right?
I guess he was there.
Homie was a cowboy.
Yeah, he was.
He was the Gipper. He said, "Listen, I'm gonna go over to Russia with a lasso, and I'm gonna make him tear down that wall, brick by brick." But yeah, he was there. He's just like was doing a presidential tour, going to state, and they're
Strange
like,
gift.
they're like, "Hey, here's this severed."
Yeah, just a head.
Severed head.
The head of a
Here you
jackalope.
go. Oh, it's not a jelly bean, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
He's got it mounted on his wall now.
They hung it up in the Ronald Reagan Museum.
Oh, my. Do they really have it in there?
I would hope
Oh.
so. Could you imagine? There's a whole room dedicated to it. It's got lasers all over to protect
Don't
it.
touch.
I don't know if you've ever heard of Jackalope Brewery.
Mm-mm.
They started in 2011. It's a like female-run brewery.
Oh.
Where is it
but-
located?
Tennessee, I think.
Okay.
Hey,
Um,
isn't that where some crazy convention about lizard men? or
Yeah.
Bigfoot is
Oh
held?
yeah, the Tennessee Bigfoot Conference.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, the Lizard Man one is in South Carolina.
That's
dude.
right.
Yeah.
Wait, you said
Where it should be.
It's an all female owned?
Yeah, I think it's all like female run.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and they're Jackalope Brewery.
That's dope.
Yeah, so that was cool.
There was this. Cause I was looking up on Wikipedia because there's all the different facts about a jackalope, and this one is probably my favorite. Musicians have used the jackalope in various ways. R. Carlos Nakai, a Native American flute player, formerly belonged to a group called Jackalope in the late 1980s. And what's awesome is I want to look up this band because apparently they played. It's all one word: synth acoustic punk arachne Navi jazz.
Just an amalgam of music.
And I'm like, I don't know what that is, but our late 80s Jackalope band. We got to check them out.
We should.
Insane.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
The intro for Gravity Falls has a jackalope in there. Ooh, fun story. The first time I ever saw a jackrabbit, I was in the 4th grade. And I saw
Fascinating.
I saw it, dude. And, like, you know, jackrabbits have, like, huge ears. Like, it's pretty wild, like, how big those things are. And, like, I just remember being like, oh! And so I went into class, and I remember just being so excited. I told my teacher, and I was like, I saw a jackalope. And she just was like, what? I was like, yeah, I saw a jackalope. And she was like, those don't exist. I was like, yeah, they do. I just saw one this morning. And then she's like, the ones with the antlers. And I was like, wait, what? And then it was like, that's how I learned the difference between a jackalope and a jackrabbit. I was like humiliated.
Oh, no.
To the principal's office.
Yeah,
And then you asked, can I please go to the bathroom? And the teacher said, I don't know. Can you?
And everyone laughed.
Try it.
Defeated again.
Yeah, I'll never forget, dude.
That's funny.
I remember at the end of the year, she was like passing out awards for like, you know, dumb stuff. And I remember she had like told me a week before, she's like, "You're like the kindest person in this classroom, Eli." And I was like, "Thank you."
Humble brag.
And then she's like, "All right, so now we're going to give the award for the kindest person in the class. And it's Spencer." And I was like,
oh my. Did you get one?
"No, I didn't get an award at all."
No, you got the and for the biggest liar.
Yeah, right.
Maybe she liked you too much. She didn't want to make it obvious.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe it means more that she told you that instead of an award.
And
No,
to this
That
day,
cut me deep.
dude. And to this day, Spencer has lived his whole life like
Damn it,
on
Spencer.
a lie. He's gone on to like he's maybe like a CEO or something. We have his own business.
It's probably Spencer with 2 S's.
But it's all a lie, Spencer. You're not the kindest. Your whole life has been fabricated.
Dude, it's like that episode of Seinfeld
Oh,
where the race. He's like, "You cheated."
Well, I think
Yeah.
that covers the jackalope.
I think so.
I think so. It's
Go watch Bounden.
Surprisingly hostile.
yeah, they can gore you to
Make
death.
sure you keep a little flask-sized whiskey just in case. Slow
Yeah,
that
dude.
baby down.
Just put it outside of your house like, milk for cats.
Make a little circle around your house of whiskey. It'll create a barrier.
A barrier.
It's crazy because that's jackalope. It's the most American folklore ever that's come from Europe.
Like besides Bigfoot almost, right?
Yeah,
like Bigfoot and the jackalope are like, that's like America.
It's like, and you throw Paul Bunyan and this giant mutant ox in
Yeah, I
there for
know.
good
Yeah, dude.
measure, and
Whenever-
it's just this giant Justice League type
No,
forward.
you're forgetting Johnny Appleseed.
Johnny Appleseed, crazy old man throwing apple seeds at like the British.
Whenever I like think about jackalope or like say the name jackalope, I can just like taste the dirt in my mouth.
Whoa.
I can
All
taste
right.
the dirt in the moonshine.
That's how American it is. I can taste the dirt.
the dirt in the apple pie.
Well, I think that's it. I mean, you guys know who he is.
Yeah,
but
we know who we are,
Who
what
is
we
we?
do.
I don't know. Let's just give our Instagrams anyways.
Oh, what the heck? I'm Alex.Kaiju. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Alex.Kaiju. Alex, DAIKAIJU. What about you, fella?
You can get me on Instagram at Stefan. Oh, sorry. Oh.
Oh, no.
You can get me on Instagram at Myers Stefan. That's MYERSSTEFFEN.
And what else?
I mean, you could start making fake profiles for me if you want to. I won't be happy
Yeah.
about it.
Dude,
Get-
I'm gonna.
Get
I'm
that
gonna.
LinkedIn going.
LinkedIn.
Stephen Jameson Myers.
This guy never shows up for his job interviews.
But he applies like a mother effer.
This guy's insane.
And what about you, fella?
Yeah, what about you?
You can find me at the Eli Watson on Instagram. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys are following the Patreon, I'm assuming you know about the Instagram,
Oh, yeah.
the Twitter, the Facebook, the website, where you can get your official Cryptid Campfire t-shirt.
Ooh.
And obviously you know about the Patreon, so I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah, we thank
Yeah,
you very,
thank you,
very,
guys.
very much. You guys, that's awesome that you are to the Patreon. We really appreciate it, and we hope to bring you more great episodes in the future, baby.
Yes, sir. All right, goodbye.
Thank
Bye,
you, everybody.
thank you so much.
Good night.